Hi, dreamers and believers. Welcome to Sunday, December the 6th, the first Sunday in December. So I hope everyone's week has been fantastic and you are in the holiday season, just the most wonderful time of the year, and your spirits are joyous and just an extra special love in the air. And I just want to give some pops and crows for what a wonderful November. Way to go for pulling out a great November. Our unit finished with over 6,000 wholesale, one new recruit, and so this month I wanted to tell you what we're looking for and what we're striving for to finish out this 2015 year and halfway point for our seminar. But first, I want to give a big shout out to, I just have to say, pops and crows to all of you out there who are working this selling season. People are buying this product like crazy. And if you have it on your shelves, if you're opening your mouth, you are selling products because they want this product. It's fabulous. I cannot keep things on my shelves. It's so exciting. I had the best-selling week I've ever had in my Mary Kay business this past week and was very excited for the Cyber Monday sale. For the week, I've sold almost $3,500 retail. $3,500 retail. How exciting is that in just the sales? And I did 3 appointments, but most of it was from the big sale I had. Now, I have been in the business for 10 years, and so I have a bigger customer base. But I want you to know that people are buying this product. It is going off the shelves, and you too can have $1,000 weeks, $1,000 days, if you would plan and prepare and work your business like a business. It will come for you as well. So I just wanted to share that because I know that if you see someone else doing it, then you know that you can do it as well. And that's always the way it's worked for me in the business. I've watched someone else succeed and go before me, and I was like, you know what? If she can do it, I can do it. And so it propelled me on to success by watching someone else. I wanted to share that with you. So what other awesome things are happening? I haven't heard from you. You've got to let me know so I can brag on you. I know Atia, Autumn, and Miranda are all having an open house this weekend, and so working on getting Christmas gifts out to their customers. But what else? I want to hear from you. I want to pop and crow on what's going on with you. Our unit is working for the month of December. What are we working on? December can be a month that you say, I'm going to sleep through it and I'm going to start over in January because I'm so busy with the holidays. Or December can be one of the best months of the whole seminar year. It is the second highest recruiting month in the year. It's when I personally recruited. It's when Rachel Naylor, my Offspring Sales Director, she's the fabulous, super sensational, recruited. December is an awesome time to start a Mary Kay business. So who are you asking? Who are you talking with this business about? And so I'm going to tell you about the promotions and things that are going on. Have you seen the prizes? Are you excited about the new prizes, the consistency prizes, the team building prizes? Did you see the Michael Kors watch? Woohoo! I love Michael Kors, and I loved getting a new watch. But do you want one? Do you want to earn it? You can earn your Michael Kors watch, and just by tracking your success, tracking your daily activity and where you're going. So this month for the Dreamers and Believers unit, we are looking for 10 new beauty consultants. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. We have got to grow this unit by sharing this business opportunity. And when we share this business opportunity, the unit grows. And when the unit grows, that propels us on to the next success. And that would be, for us, it's being a Cadillac unit. And why that's important is, one, for you. You want to say that you are part of a Cadillac unit. You want to be part of a winning team. Not that you're not part of a winning team, but when you're a part of a winning team that consistently wins over and over and over again, you're breeding success. And so I want you to breed success within this unit. And so I want you to be able to say, I am part of a Cadillac unit that I helped build, because you would be a charter member of it. And so being a part of a Cadillac unit, you get special recognition at events, And for career conference, you actually get to walk across the stage. It's so fun. And we can dance, or we can do props, or whatever it may be. So that's where we are as a unit. We have to grow with our size because earning a Cadillac takes growth in size as far as numbers, but it also takes sales. And so as we grow in our size, what I was telling you before, what I always say, reds and stars. We're looking for star consultants and red jackets. That's what builds a Cadillac unit, star consultants and red jackets. So you can fall into any of those categories. If you don't want to be a sales director or you don't want to team build, you can be a star consultant by selling this product. Just opening your mouth, telling everybody you know about the product. And then two, that starts with you. Are you using the product? Are you on the product from head to toe? If you're not on the product, you're not going to sell the product. I can promise you that. Some of the things that I personally don't use, I don't sell. I sell what I use. I sell what I talk about. And, of course, I do still, with my customer base being so large now, I do sell other things that I don't use. But for the most part, I sell what I use. If I don't use it, I don't sell it. So you've got to be on the product. You've got to be using this product. So you can be a star consultant because stars drive cards. Have you picked out your star prize? We have till December 15th to finish this star quarter. And you, too, can be a star. It doesn't matter what that computer says right now. Are you determined? Are you willing to do the work to be a star consultant? Number next, red jackets, star team builders. You can be a star team builder. And that brings me to the next point, our Spring Into Red Challenge. I'm so excited about this. If you haven't seen this on In Touch, look on there, but I'm going to tell you about it today. It should be going out in our Facebook and our email. Just so you know, email now is acting up. I'm in the process of fixing it, but when I mail out these videos, I think the content's just too big that it all bounces back to me. It's not that they're not getting out to you. So as I'm telling you this, make sure you're checking your Facebook, and I think I'm going to just start sending a subscription or something to the channel. I'm not real sure how we're going to tweak this, or maybe change up my email address or whatever it may be, so you guys can get this information. Spring Into Red. What is this? Okay, so in the months, it started December 1st. January and February. So starting December 1st, when you add 3 active new personal team members. So an active personal team member is someone who comes in, signs their beauty consultant agreement, and places their initial order of $225 or higher. And you earn, if you do it in 1 month, you earn the luncheon at career conference and a pair of earrings, which are fabulous, that match the necklaces. If you do the same thing 2 out of 3 months, you earn the earrings, the luncheon, and you earn this fabulous black and white tote, which is beautiful. If you do it 3 out of 3 months, you earn all that I just said, plus a $100 gift card. And I'm not sure where the gift card is to, but a $100 gift card. That's awesome. And you know what else would happen if you did this 3 months in a row? If you just committed to being in the Spring Into Red Challenge, you would be in DIQ, because 3 active team members in 3 months is 9 active team members. And I know you could find one more, or you may already have one more. So what is the company saying to us through this promotion? One, they're saying that we need to build red jackets, because we have to have, in our company, we have to have leadership. We have to have, I don't want to say mediocre, it's not mediocre, but we have to have middle leadership, and then we have to have beauty consultants. So right now they're looking to build that middle leadership, and the middle leadership then propels to the leadership position. And then the sales directors, they want to propel to the national sales director position. Because if we don't have women step up to be star team builders, sales directors, and national sales directors, our company won't be around in 52 years. We have to pass this on. It is our job to do it. I think all the time of how much Mary Kay has blessed me, and I want it for other women. Not that every person that I come in contact with is going to want what I have to offer, but it's my job to offer it. And learn how to offer it for what it is. Because I think, sometimes I go to open my mouth, and it's like, I don't exactly know how to tell you what Mary Kay's done for my life, because it's changed it so much. But God, give me the words. of what this woman needs to hear to know that she needs to be a part of this business. I don't care what's going on in her life. I know Mary Kay can be a positive effect for her. And so we have to pass it on. So that's what the company's telling us for the Spring into Red Challenge. When they send challenges out, it's for the benefit of the company and it's for the benefit of you. And so take a hold of this challenge. Who's going to do this with me? Who's going to spring into red? And be at the luncheon. You want to be at the luncheon at Career Conference? Get this great bag and get a $100 gift certificate. Woohoo! That's the way to go. So excited about that, and that's what our unit's looking for. By June 30th, we're looking for 10 new red jackets, 10 new Star Team Builders, and so that could be you if you would just commit to it and decide. You can call me, you can text me, you can box me. How do I do this? I want to do this. I want this now. I want to work with you. I am looking for women who really want to work their Mary Kay business to propel it into the future so that they can get their why out of their business. So think about that. Number next is other great things going on this month. If you do a 450 wholesale order all at one time, you get the clutch from Mary Kay. It's really cute. It matches the black and tan collection that they had out a couple months ago. So you really want to see that, or you really want to get that because it's of good quality and it's a great piece to have, just an extra little bonus. So if you're planning on ordering, try to do it in bulk so you can get it all at one time. The other thing that's going on this month is discover the reasons. I'm reading the wrong thing. It's our Welcome Back promotion. So former beauty consultants who were in Mary Kay before, they're doing a special promotion. If they come in and re-sign a beauty consultant agreement between December 1st and December 31st, they can get extra free product with their first order. So if you are formerly a beauty consultant or you know someone who is formerly a beauty consultant, as long as she has not sent her product back to the company, then she can re-sign to start her Mary Kay business, and she has two options. She can re-sign for $100 and get the full starter kit, or she can re-sign for $25, but that only limits her to books and samples. So she doesn't get the products to do her facials. She doesn't get mirrors and trays to do facials and appointments and things like that. So if she's been out of the business for quite some time or she doesn't have any product on hand, the better bang for her buck is the $100 full kit. Because, I mean, my stars is $100 for $450 worth of product. So that's the better bang for the buck. But if someone's just coming back in, they just want to start their business over again, they do have products on hand, $25 to re-sign is a great deal. So what they're offering this month for Welcome Back promotion, this is the best one I've ever seen. When new consultants place or Welcome Back consultants place their initial order, starting with 450 wholesale, they get free product from the company. It's the party look. And this flyer can be found on InTouch, and it should be sent out on Facebook and on email as well. But the party look includes the mineral eye color of Moonstone, Lavender Fog, Iris, black gel eyeliner, I Love Black and Lash Love Mascara, and Ripe Watermelon for the cheek color, and then Color Me Coral of the lipstick. So they have, for placing their initial order of $450 wholesale to $599 wholesale, they can get up to $93 in free product, which they've never been able to get before. They never get free product at that, coming in at that introductory rate. And they get BizBuilder credit to spend. Now, if you decide to come in and purchase some products to have on your shelf to service yourself and a few others, then starting at the $600 level, you get all the bonuses with your Ready, Set, Sale, plus the party look, which can be, it's $142 in additional retail product for free from the company, which is a big deal. And then someone who really wants to jumpstart their business to come in as a star, they will get over $600 in free product. That's double the amount that you normally get when you come in and purchase a star inventory order. So really great promotion. Not seen one like this out ever before. I would contact anyone that has formerly been on your team or that you know And just let them know. Mary Kay's doing a great promotion. Don't know if you've ever considered Mary Kay again, but I would love to work with you or talk with you more about it. And make sure you're letting everybody know about that great promotion. Okay. Whew. What else? So Thursday we are doing glittering gold makeovers in Huntersville, and we are doing bookings from your bookings. Bookings from your bookings. Saturday there will be muffins and makeovers. Sunday we will have a training call. Tomorrow, December the 7th, there will be a Future Black Area Conference call at 9:30 p.m. The number will be sent out, so get on the call. You're going to hear the latest and greatest, what's going on with our future area, how you can play your part, and what it can do for you. So make sure you get on the call tomorrow night. December the 15th, which is a week from tomorrow. A week from tomorrow, you're going to get, no, that's the 14th. It's the Tuesday, a week from Tuesday is the end of the quarter. So make sure you're tracking where you are for your star. You can be a star. It doesn't matter what the computer says. If you make a decision, you can be a star. You want to be a star. December 17th, we have the Christmas party in Burlington at the Dream Center. And it's going to start at 6:30. There will be dinner provided. After 5 attire, it's going to be a halfway point for us. So we will be doing recognition for our top 5 and top in sales and sharing for the year. And it's just halfway point, so it's anybody's game, but you want to be there to get your recognition. Must be present to win. And the other thing is, what else? Ignite. January Jumpstart Ignite. Have you registered $45 for a life-changing event January the 9th, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., lunch is included. Go to summernsd.com to register for this retreat. When we have 10 from our unit registered, someone's going for free on me, because I'm going to do a drawing, because I know that it's that important for you to show up to these events and how life-changing it's going to be. Okay, so let me dig in here to what we were going to talk about. I'm going to go through this really quickly. I want to talk to you about the 3 Ds of decision making, or goal setting, I should say. And because you're at the beginning of a month, you're at the beginning of December, and it's so easy to get sidetracked in what's going on and all the hoopla of what's happening in the holidays. And it's fun and it's exciting and you want to do everything, but you've got to stay focused with your Mary Kay business, and you've got to keep your goals right in front of you. So one, you need to decide what your goal is. What is going to be, where are you going to be in your Mary Kay business by December 15th, by December 31st? Because what you decide to do today will propel you. You know, people will be playing catch up in January. They're going to be like, oh, okay, I'm ready to get going. Let's do it now. And you'll already be 5 steps ahead because you stayed focused through December, through the holidays. And you will be so glad that you did, because January is going to come. People are going to be sick. You know, it's a new month. Nothing ever changes. People are always busy. People are always sick. People always have some excuse. There's always life happening. Somebody's getting married. Somebody's having a baby. Somebody's dying. Somebody, you know, it's always something. So when you can learn how to work through the life and still have success in your everyday life and your business, that's when you've made an accomplishment. And this business has taught me how to do that, how to work even when life is peanut butter's on the ceiling, everything's going haywire, but I can still keep my focus and work, because things that are important are going to pull you right now. Things that are urgent are going to say right now. But things that are important are sometimes going to whisper to you. They're the little things that it's not going to make or break you if you don't do it today, but in 5 years from now, you'll wish you had. So make the time to do the important things, the things that matter, that are going to take you closer to your goal. So number one, you got to decide. The 3 Ds of goal setting: decide what your goal is. Don't live someone else's dream. You've got to decide what you want. What is your why? Clarify your vision. Pray about it. Meditate on it. What is it that you want by the end of December? You can make these long-term goals, but you have to have short-term goals. What is your goal for December 15th? What is your goal for December 31st? So setting the goal, and then saying affirmation and visualizing. So that looks like weekly plan sheets. daily action plans. And I'm going to send that out to you when we finish. I have a daily action plan that can keep you focused on what you need to be focused on for your Mary Kay business. But number one, you got to decide. Number two, you've got to determine. You've got to be determined to see it, and you've got to believe it. You know, a lot of times things happen and we make a decision and then we lose belief in ourselves. We have no belief in ourselves, so we get what we expect. And I trained on this on Thursday, but from my book I was reading, there was a study done with this group of people. They both had knee pain. One study for the patients, they had knee surgery, and nothing really was done to their knee. But after the surgery and 5 years later, they were experiencing no knee pain. Why? Because they thought they had something done to their knee. What are you expecting? What are you expecting? Because that's what you're going to get. Expect great things. Believe in yourself. You know, half of the battle is just believing that you can do it, believing that it is possible. And you have to fill your mind and your cup every day with belief in that you can do it, and just go for it. You have to have a date, a time for these goal settings, because if we don't have a date and a time, like I said, by the 15th, by the 31st, it's like wishing. It's like saying, oh, I'd like to lose 160 pounds. Well, when are you going to do that? And what is your plan of action? Because I'd like to, you know, have a unicorn, but that's about the same thing as wishing to lose 160 pounds if I don't set a date and a timeline for it and a plan of action. So we have to be determined and believe and go to work to make it happen. And then third of all, we have to dedicate ourselves to the goal. Because as soon as you make a goal, or as soon as you make a decision, you're going to have three things: considerations, fears, and roadblocks. Considerations are, oh my goodness, why did I decide to do this? I have to run errands, I have to be at the PTA, I have to go here, I have to go there, I have an 80-hour work week. How am I even going to make this happen? What was I thinking, saying that I could do this? Those are considerations. Instead of going with your heart and throwing it over the line and doing what you want, what you really want out of life, you take a step back and you consider. And you consider all the things that could go wrong. And that's where we slow ourselves down instead of propel ourselves forward. Number two is you have fear. Fear of failure, fear of what people think, fear of the unknown, just fear in general. And we all know that fear is false evidence appearing real. And so we have fear all the time. But the Bible says do not fear. 300, I believe it's in 15 times in the Bible, do not fear. So as soon as you attack the fear head on, it dissipates. It's like it never was there. A lot of times the fear is just the fear itself. There's nothing to be afraid of. And so, you know, who cares what other people think? Are they paying your bills? Are they living your life? Do they have the joy that's in your heart? Who cares if you fail? There's not a failure in Mary Kay unless you quit. And then if you quit, you can re-sign. I mean, the only failure is when you stop. And so there is no such thing as failure if you refuse to give up. You know, Mary Kay always says she had the bloodiest knees of all because she fell down the most and got back up. And that is it. You have to fall down to propel yourself forward. And that, personally, for me, that's one of the ways I learn. When I mess it up so bad and I'm just totally do it all wrong, I learn not to do it that way next time. And the next time it gets a little bit better. You know, it's not being better than Susie and Bobby and Judy and everybody else. It's being better than you used to be. And so you have to propel yourself forward by knocking fear out. And number three is roadblocks. So roadblocks are going to come. This is the life that I was talking about. We're always going to have these things: sickness, health, wealth, you know, disease, everything. It's going to come. It's life. And, you know, God never said things would be easy, but these roadblocks are going to come. You're going to have a flat tire. Your refrigerator's going to go out. Your car's going to break down. And all this might happen within an hour. But a lot of times we think roadblocks mean, oh, I shouldn't do this right now. This is a stop sign. Quite the opposite. You know, God put the Israelites, well, there's a lot of things that would happen with the Israelites. But one of the things is He put them in the wilderness for 40 days because He was preparing them for the journey. Because when they got to the promised land, they still had to fight. They had to fight the enemy to get the land that God had promised them. It wasn't that it was going to be easy. It was milk and honey, but they had to fight for the milk and honey. And so your roadblocks are your fight for your milk and your honey. Your fight for your promised land. And it's just God testing you. Well, I shouldn't say that. I don't know that it's God testing you, but it's just part of the journey that you have to go through. All the no's, everything that goes with it. It's part of it. Are you going to keep going? Are you going to let that one person steal your dreams? That one person today, steal your dreams. Or maybe it's the 10 people this week to steal your dreams. 10 people have told you no, or 10 people have stood you up. I promise you, I've had that much and more. And, it is worth the joy in the end to keep going. Although you work through the pain, you throw your heart over the line, sometimes it gets broken. But you know what? You pick up the pieces, you put it back together, and God teaches you how to love. Because to love like He loves. How many times have I broken God's heart? And how many times will I do it again? Maybe even before the day's over. But He doesn't throw that back up in my face. And He challenges me to keep loving like He loves. And He gives me the grace and the mercy to do it. And so keep going for these roadblocks. This quote, Jim Rohn said, "You want to set a goal that is big enough that in the process of achieving it, you become someone worth becoming." So I love that. You want to set a goal that is big enough that in the process of achieving it, you become someone worth becoming. So what goals are you setting for yourself? Are they big enough? Are they high enough? Are they challenging you enough? Or are they status quo just to get by? Oh, we'll see. Maybe it'll work out. Maybe it won't. It's not going to work out. Throw your heart into the line, set a goal, and step up to the plate to make it happen, because you were called for greater things. You have a giant inside of you that wants to get out. And if you keep it locked down, you'll never know how great or what you could have done if you closed out your potential. So I challenge you to set those goals for December. All right. And last thing I want to talk to you guys about today, we are in number 4 of wilderness mentality. And I'm going to go through this kind of quickly because I talked a lot earlier. But it is. I can't help it. I'm addicted to grumbling, fault-finding, and complaining. Isn't this us sometimes? I had to make myself get off Facebook for a while. I set a timer, because getting on Facebook drains me these days, because it's so much negativity, so much complaining, so much backbiting at each other. For what? And when we should all be coming together. But 1 Peter... In 1 Peter, it says, it's not the suffering, but the attitude we should have in the suffering. So times are going to come, bad things are going to happen, kind of like what we're talking about. But the word patiently, the thing that pleases God more than anything is our patient attitude. Not that we suffer, but how do we handle it? Are we going to handle it in a positive way? We have to take cues from Jesus. Jesus suffered gloriously, wouldn't you say? Silently, without complaint, trusting God no matter how things looked. He remained the same in every situation. And so I'm challenged with that when I'm in situations where I want to give my opinion, where I want to say things, where I want to, just complain, throw my hands up. But what would Jesus do? That movement that happened a few years ago, what would Jesus do? But more than anything, keep my mouth shut, so that I don't bring things into my life by saying negativity and complaining and fault finding with others. Have meekness and humility while you are going through whatever it is, and patience. There's a reason that you're going through what you're going through. Learn to find the treasure in the trial. Someone that's very close to me is very impatient with people, and sometimes can be what's the word I'm looking for? Very condescending towards a lot of other people. But they keep finding themselves in the same situation of where people are aggravating and they're slow, and they have to, give them grace and give them mercy, because they haven't figured out how to do that without being in that situation. Once we overcome the trial, then we move on to the next one. So where is your treasure in your trial? Okay. She also talks about Joseph in here in the Bible. When Joseph was suffering, obviously He had had the dream like 20 years back that he was going to be ruler over all the world, and it wasn't his time. He didn't know what it was going to take. Maybe you have a dream in your heart, a big dream, but you don't know what it's going to take to get you there. Are you gonna dig in for the long haul? You know, he tried to help others the entire time he was in prison. He never complained. He had a proper attitude in suffering, and eventually God delivered and promoted him. You know, God was working on him, because initially when he had that dream and he went to go tell his brothers all about it, he was like, oh, you know, probably a little cocky with his dream. But he wasn't prepared for all the responsibility that came with that dream. And so God, pruned him in the process to make him ready for what he had called him for. You know, God will deliver if we are faithful. The dangers of complaining. You know, we should not tempt the Lord, try his patience, become a trial to him, critically appraise him, and exploit his goodness, as some of them did and were killed by poisonous serpents. This is talking about 1 Corinthians. So, don't nor discontentedly complain, as some of them did and were put out of the way entirely, nor these things befall them by way of a figure. They were written to admonish and fit us for right action by good instruction. We in those days and ages have reached their climax. So, all that to say this. You know, we can see the difference in how people with complaining and not complaining. You know, you and I do not complain with our mouth unless we have first had the thought. So, complaining is definitely a wilderness mentality, and it prevents us from crossing over into the promised land. So back to, what are you thinking about? What is your mentality? You know, what comes out of our mouth is in our heart. And what goes into our heart comes in through our eyes, our ears, and what we think about. Well, our eyes and our ears gives us what to think about. So what are you allowing into your brain? What are you allowing into your ears? Who are you letting dump their trash in your yard? You don't have to take it. You don't have to be around the negativity, because negativity, what it does is complaining, grumbling, murmuring, fault-finding have power, and it's negative power to bring you down. We have to be thankful in all things, you know, praising him. You know, even no matter what is going on, you're in the US of A, and you may have it pretty bad, or it may be, you know, you may feel like you're struggling, but you're in the top 2% of the entire world. The top 2%. So if nothing else, you are in the top 2%. There are millions and billions of people who would love to be in the U.S. right now, because they are suffering. They are starving to death. They don't have any fresh water to drink. They don't have any clothes to wear. They don't know if they're going to make it through the night without being killed. And so you are in the top 2% in all of the world by being in the US of A alone. And I know there's much more that you have to be grateful for. So you can find something to be grateful for. You know, I know when I was in one of my relationships that was a struggle for me, that I knew that I needed to be in, that I couldn't think but one thing to say I was grateful for that person, or one thing that I, you know, appreciated about that person, until I started saying that one thing, that one thing, that one thing, that one thing, and then it turned into 2, and then it turned into 3. When you focus, what are you expecting? Are you expecting great things to come? You have to focus on what you want. Don't fret or worry. Psalm 37:8 says, "Fret not yourself, it tends only to evil doing." And it's so true. Don't worry. Don't fret. If you believe and you trust in God, you know that he is a provider and he is a rewarder of those who seek him. And as you seek his face every single day, he is going to take care of every little detail. So you don't have to fret or worry. Joyce Meyer says, "I've discovered that patience is not the ability to wait, but the ability to keep a good attitude while waiting." Isn't that so true? You know, our attitude determines our altitude. And if you can make yourself have a good attitude, it is a choice. You may not always feel like it, but you can decide to put a smile on your face and act happy and not dump your trash in somebody else's yard, and make sure that you light up their life when they leave your presence, instead of everything is bad in the world. No one needs to know. No, I mean, not all the time. Yes, you have people that you confide in, but you don't have to tell all your problems to every person that you come in contact with, because they have their own. And you know, People want to hear great things, and that's one of the things that Mary Kay taught me, how to fake it till you make it. And I don't mean that I'm fake and I'm not ever down, but I just want you to know that I choose to think on happy thoughts, things that are above. And when I'm around other people, I want to know how I can lift them up and encourage them. And so Mary Kay taught me how to do that. It is very important that this matter of complaining and all related types of negative thinking and conversation be taken very seriously. I sincerely believe that God has given, this is Joyce talking, me understanding of how dangerous it is to give our mind and mouth over to complaining. And, you know, like we can choose to complain or we can choose to be thankful. And let's choose to be thankful this week. All right, make it a great week. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you so much for this day and all these women that are watching this video. I thank you that we are in another month, and this is a special month where you came into our world as a baby to save and save and give us redemption. One of my favorite songs right now at this time is "A Baby Changes Everything," because you did. As a baby, when you came into the world, you changed everything. And so because of you, there is light and hope and love and grace, and we can have peace because we know that you hold the world in your hands. We pray for, I pray for all the unspoken prayer requests that you know about, and we pray for your healing spirit and your hand of peace and your spirit of peace and wisdom, grace and mercy to go over all of these. Thank you for all that you do for us. Open our eyes to where you are and let us join you in your work. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, make it a great week.